Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market ever since the US inflation data came out and the market decided to react in a negative way because it was not in the favor of riskier assets, Bitcoin did retest close to 87,000 but now has rebounded and recaptured close to 90,000. This is really surprising for a lot of people because in less than 24 hours we see the market climbing again. Therefore, there is so much inflow of cash, and especially the ETF is actually helping out quite a significant amount. The same thing happened with Dogecoin. It was able to retest close to 35 cents, which is really strong support, and it was able to rebound back to 37 cents. There are some good things happening. About $56 million worth of Dogecoin has been purchased just in the last 24 hours. Vivo Power is going to be helping with mining of Dogecoin and Litecoin. New whales are still buying Dogecoin at this price. Pro Crypto Matt nominated as the US Attorney General, and Dogecoin is going to see some explosive price prediction. Before we get into this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with Dogecoin and the whole crypto market, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While there, slap a like on the video, just help the YouTube algorithm push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what is happening. The user engagement goes up, more inflow of cash, the market keeps climbing, and a lot of us see a lot of profit in our accounts. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Now, first of all, I want to show you guys something interesting. So there was a rebound, which clearly, made sure that the gains are still being in the green. Overall, you can see at one point, Dogecoin and Bitcoin were down about 6 to 7%. That's a strong pullback in a really short time. But right now you can see before the day came to an end, now it's only down about 1%, and Doge was down about 7 to 8% and it's now only down 4%. So you know that the inflow of cash that's arriving is kind of insanity. I mean, at one point Bitcoin was having more inflow of cash than anything that we have seen in a very long time. And you can see that the fear to greed index right now is slowly starting to go more towards greed. So it's clearly suggesting that more things are happening in the background. Another thing which is interesting is the amount of whales which are actually buying into Dogecoin right now. Because on Twitter, you'll read some people say, Dogecoin's already topped. This is the top that it will be reaching this whale or this bull run. Then the whales are going to be pushing it down. But there are so many people which are still buying. I mean, this whale, you can see initial purchase was at 7 cents. But right now, the last purchase was at actually 40 cents, which was worth about $10 million. Clearly suggesting that this whale wants more profit, and they do expect Dogecoin to climb even more. They're already in $120 million profit, but it's still holding, expecting the price to climb even higher. And Vivo Power advances current digital spin-off with plans for Dogecoin and Litecoin mining initiative. What's really interesting about this is there is a big company which is trying to help with more mining facilities when it comes to Dogecoin and Litecoin. Litecoin has been a really good partner of Dogecoin, and both of them coming together is a good deal. Talking about the Dogecoin price, now you can see I mentioned that the price of 35 cents was tested more than 8 times in just the last 4 days. So it's clearly a really strong support, and there must be a lot of limit orders that must be triggered when the price gets close to that price action. Now, right now you can see we were able to see a little bit of a bounce off where the price is now sitting close to 37.5. But if we are able to just consolidate here while Bitcoin is gearing up to cross 100k, we need to make sure that we are in the best price action possible. Now, this is my expectation. If Bitcoin is going to cross 100k in the coming, let's say 2 to 3 weeks or before the end of November, Dogecoin is definitely going to break its all-time high, which is close to 70 cents, and most likely it might even climb higher. I personally feel like when it comes to the way Dogecoin is reacting right now, so many analysts have said the same thing, which is right now Doge is reacting the same way Bitcoin did in 2016. So therefore, if Bitcoin is just able to keep climbing, Doge definitely has so many things happening on the back end. Another thing which is interesting is the open interest. It was down about 12%, sitting close to 2.1 billion, but has climbed back to 2.3 billion in less than 24 hours. In the long to short ratio, you can see that the longs are holding really strong. 72% of the orders or the open interest is actually from the long traders. And the pro crypto Matt is nominated as the US Attorney General. Now this is really interesting because you guys know that Trump clearly suggested that many people will be getting replaced, and one of them being the Fed chairman, our boy Gary. Now what's really interesting is on the other end, Fed chief Powell signals no rush on the rate cuts despite the market anticipation, and that's one of the reasons why the market actually show a little bit of a pullback, because it's very clear the US inflation data actually came out to be pretty good, and that's the reason that they do not want to carry on with the interest rate cut. Now this was expected from September when the first interest rate cut came in. It was expected that more and more are going to be doing before the end of 2024. We will be seeing some big basis points cut and expecting nothing like this again, which is, no interest rate cut or nothing to really happen. Things like this can definitely impact the market, and that's why we saw a little bit of a pullback. Now you can see if you have $100 to invest, what would you buy? 83% of the people saying Dogecoin is a big deal. And Billy, who is the co-creator of Dogecoin, comments on Bitcoin's price momentum and suggests that Doge could reach $1 before the end of this bull run. Honestly, that's far-fetched. I mean, end of bull run is really far. I personally think Doge can actually hit $1 before the end of 2024. I know that's a really optimistic guess, but I personally think the rate at which we're growing, it doesn't seem too far. I mean, if we just pay attention to the market cap, yes, we're sitting close to 55 billion. To make it to $1, it's about double and a little bit on top, so close to 120 billion. I know we will be closing on to USDT, which is a little bit of a far-fetched guess, but everything's gonna grow. It's not just Dogecoin by itself, so therefore everything is gonna become bigger. 1 month in, the government is already 257 billion in red. Doge has a lot of work to do. Strong statement. And Doge founder says he won't sell his Bitcoin until a massive price has been reached. And the US spot Bitcoin ETF experiences the first outflow since the Trump election. Market is super volatile. And this is why today we actually noticed the pullback, because there was a lot of ETFs, there was a lot of whales which were actually taking their money out, and which caused the retail investors to panic. And that's the reason the market actually pushed down. This is another whale which I have been paying attention to, and you can see that they have been constantly buying at the price of 36.8 as well. So more things are to come. And this is a really interesting statement. Gensler faces lawsuit as 18 states accuse SEC of overreach in crypto regulation. Now that's strong lawsuit that's gonna be needing a result soon. Other than that, we've got a long way to go, boys. Now it's getting heated. This is going to be the time where you have to be patient. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.